Alrighty, so in this lesson, we are actually going to use the angle addition postulate, which we just covered in the bell work, to find some unknown values. So in your assignment, if you look at this, have out colors. I'm going to use colors all the time, yellow, blue, and green, just like I did in the video, because I find the easiest way to do a problem like this is when I read it. I am told angle TUY, I'm going to trace it with my finger, TUY, this angle here, is 50, angle YUV, the other angle on the inside is 110. Let's find the whole thing. So what they're doing is they gave us a part, this yellow part, and they gave me another part right here. Oh, my yellow went away. My yellow part and there we go. That'll stay. The blue part, and we want to find the green part. So I can make an equation that says yellow plus blue equals green. So I'm just going to hit that up, where we're going to do yellow plus blue equals green. The colors to me make it real easy. So 50 plus 110 is that M in front stands for measure, the number of degrees an angle TUV. So 50 plus 110 is 160 degrees, and that is the measure of angle TUV. It's that easy. Sometimes we just add the numbers together. So if we look at the number 2, so they're giving us angle STU, the whole thing, and the measure of angle ATU, the inside piece, and they want us to find the other inside piece. So what they want us to find, I'm going to start with this one, is angle STA, the measure of angle STA. So I know I'm going to do part. STU is I'm sorry, that wasn't the blue part. STU is the whole thing. STU, that's the whole thing. And if I add the second part to it, I can add the parts together to equal the whole thing. Part plus part equals whole. And I just like to color up here in my problem, so I just plug in my colors. So the measure of angle STA, because that's yellow, plus blue, blue is 104, equals green, which is 153. Let's get STA by itself. I'm going to subtract 104 from both sides. And so we get the measure of angle STA. That's how you would read that, the number of degrees in angle STA. If we do the subtraction, we're going to get a 4. So we're going to get a 9 and a 4 is 49 degrees. Boom. So in Canvas, or in Student View, you're just going to type in that 49. Alrighty, so go ahead and hit pause. Answer questions 3, 4, 5, and 6. And when you're ready, come right back and we'll start with 7. Alrighty, here's question 7. So they want us to find x. So that lets me know I'm going to set up some kind of equation. Well, they said angle RJK. RJK is this piece right here. Angle IJK is the whole thing. IJK is the whole thing. And the measure of angle IJR, IJR is the other piece. So the equation I need to set up is going to be piece plus piece equals whole thing. So if we do my pieces, R, J, K, here's my yellow piece. Get my colors in there. IJK, IJK, that's the whole thing. IJK is the whole thing. That's going to be what my equation equals. And then I'm going to add IJR. IJR, that's the other part. So we're doing part plus part equals whole. That's why it's a postulate, because it makes sense to add the parts together to equal the whole thing. Part, yellow part plus blue part equals green whole. So let's plug in our values. X plus 104 plus blue, X plus 68 equals 160. We can combine like terms on the left side. So 2x, 104 plus 68 is 172. That equals 160. So let's subtract 172 from both sides of my equation. Bring down that 2x. 0 equals negative 12. Divide both sides by 2. And we're going to get x equals negative 6. Look back at my problem, and it says find x. I found x. Done. Boom. And if you want to check if your answer is right, you can plug it back in. Negative 6 plus 104, that gives me 98. 98 plus 62, that's 160. So I'm good. I do not know why it does that. All right, so let's take a look at number 8. So again, BCD, BCD is a whole thing. ZCD is a part. BCZ is a part. So I'm going to set up my equation where we can see we've got two parts. So I'm going to do part plus part equals whole. Part plus part equals whole. So let's look back. Let's highlight what we got. BCD. BCD, that's the whole thing. BCD is the whole angle. ZCD, ZCD, I'm going to just make that the yellow part. It could be the blue part, but I'm going to do yellow because, you know, why not? So ZCD, there's the yellow part. BCZ right here, BCZ is my blue part. So let's plug everything in. So yellow, 8x minus 4. Blue, 7x minus 10. Green, 166. On the left side of the equal sign, let's combine like terms. 8x plus 7x, that's 15x. Negative 4 minus 10, negative 14, equals 166. Let's continue solving. Add 14 to both sides. So we'll bring down the 15x. That comes straight down. Negative 14 plus 14, 0. That equals 180. Divide both sides by 15 so I can get x by itself. So x equals 12. Because 180 divided by 15 is 12. Look back at my instructions. Find x. I found x. I am done. Alrighty, so keep going in your notes. Answer questions 9, 10, 11, and 12. Hit pause. And when you're done with those, unpause the video and you can come right back. Alright, let's look at question 13. They gave me the measure, find the degrees in angle VLM, this part. If the measure of angle KLV, this part, given the measure of KLM, the whole thing, and the measure of VLM, this part. Okay, so again, they have given me part and whole. So I can do this part, angle VL, I don't know why is it keep disappearing on me. The yellow part, that's what they want me to find. Find the yellow part. Find the measure. So actually find the degrees in this yellow angle. So my answer is not 11x plus 6. But I need to set that up so I can find x. And then we've got our blue part right here. That's KLV. There's my KLV is the blue angle. And then that's going to be the whole thing. KLM. So we're going to add the two parts together to equal the whole thing. So when we plug in for yellow, 11x plus 16 plus the blue part, 6x plus 6. Now, if you're not using colors, you should probably plug in with parentheses, by the way. And that's going to be 175. Again, on the left side, let's combine some like terms. 11x plus 6x, that's 17x. 16 plus 6, that's 22. That's going to equal 175. Let's get x by itself. I'm going to subtract 22 from both sides. Bring down the 17x. 22 minus 22 is 0. Bring down the equal sign. 175 minus 22, that's going to be 153. Divide by 17, divide by 17, and we find out x equals 9. Look back at your instructions. Did it want x or does it want me to plug it in? Well, right here in that I highlighted, it says find yellow. Find yellow. So I need to take that x and plug it into the yellow angle. So it said 11 times x, but x is 9, plus 16. So I'm going to get 99 plus 16, which is 115 degrees. So that's the answer I want. I don't want 9 as the answer. I want 115 as the answer. Okay? Running out of time on this, so let's go ahead and knock this out. So we're going to angle addition postulate again. So I'm going to take this upper part. That's angle VDE right here. That's what we want to find. And they also gave us what it is algebraically. It's 10x, so we're going to need to plug it into 10x when we're done. I've got the angle on the bottom. They're calling it CDV. And together, when I add these two together, that's going to equal the whole thing, CDE. So this is why we worked so hard the last 2 days to name these angles, so you can easily identify them. Angle CDE on the outside. Let's plug in our colors. VDE, I'm going to plug in a 10x. Blue, I plug in 69. And green, we're going to plug in 22x minus 3. On the left side, there are no like terms. On the right side, there are no like terms. So let's move. I'm going to get rid of this smaller x. I'm going to get rid of 10x on both sides. So that brings down the 69. That equals 12x minus 3. Add 3 to both sides. I'm going to get 72 equals 12x. Divide both sides by 12, and we find out x equals 6. But remember, it didn't want x, it wants yellow. So we need to plug x into yellow, and the answer we're going to enter into student view is 60. All right, so go ahead and finish this up. Make sure you get all them answers into student view, and see us with problems, everybody. Have a great one.